What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Dark Outpost, and the day is finally here. The Last of Us Part 2 is finally releasing, and we get to see how people feel about this game. The real people, not the access media, not the people that want to keep their access and stay in the good graces of the developers, but the fans, the consumers, the ones who actually care about this game and who actually care about this story and characters. And the game is getting destroyed. It is getting absolutely wrecked. We are going to take a look at the reviews. We're going to take a look at people's reactions to these scenes. There will be spoilers, so fair warning right now. If you want to avoid spoilers, I wouldn't watch this video. I am wearing my fuck Naughty Dog shirt because fuck Naughty Dog. If you want yours, you can get it in the pinned comment below. But let's take a look. We have so much to talk about, including the people involved in this game acting exactly like the people in Star Wars did, blaming the fans, calling them bots, things like that. Let's get into it. And what are the reviews? Boom. Look at this. 3.4 user score on Metacritic right now compared to that 95 ridiculous score that it got from the critics. And that's why no one cares about this. And you can even see, I mean, look at right here. Spot the difference. What a brilliantly written, heartfelt story looks like. God of War, 94 on Metacritic, the critics, and 91 user score. What a terribly written, disrespectful mess looks like. 95 by the critics, 3.4 by the users, by the people that actually care about this story. And if you go to Google, you can see it's a 1.8. It's even worse just on the easy Google audience review right there. But when you have to actually go in and write a review, it's getting freaking destroyed. Let's take a look at some of these. Let's take a look. Let's see what the most helpful are. Chopper, a 1 out of 10. It wasn't even a 0. Look at that. Honestly, It's an SJW game isn't even the reason everyone's so upset. It's that Naughty Dog ruined such beloved characters and created a terrible story in the process that makes this game unbearable to even finish. The only good thing's the graphics, but that's not a compliment because we already expected them to be good. Just stick with the first game. WTF, Neil Cuckman and Sony, how dare you kill Joel, then make us play as the She-Man most of the game who killed him. And Joel trusted a rando he just met with his name and turns his back on a group of strangers? Yeah, I doubt it would have us hunt and She-Man to not let us kill her at the end. What trash, shaking my head. I didn't expect a game like The Last of Us to be SJW. Poor writing and politics don't belong in video games. Everything built up in the previous game was destroyed here. Side characters weren't memorable, story made no sense, and the ending was absolute garbage. The devs tried to go for realism by killing characters randomly, but this makes for horrible storytelling when all your favorite characters will end up dying. And it's not just that they died, we've covered this. The fact that Joel and Tommy save Abby over and over and over again, only to then trust all these people in the room with their real names to immediately be killed. And we're going to look at some people's reaction to that death scene, guys. We're going to get to that. Some people that I don't know if they knew it was coming or not, but people's reaction to it. And it's awful, but it's what we told you. We tried to warn you about this. We tried to warn everyone about this. Here's a good review. I like this one. Mixed review. After 7 long years, this is what we get. I was still hoping the leaks had not shown everything, and well, it didn't, but it was worse than I thought. Gameplay is the same with small improvements, which is sad after 7 years. Gunplay still clunky. The world and scenery are great. Let's see. I'm not sure why every game must be inundated with SJW agendas. Do not want. Gameplay is boring, monotonous. Plot is bad and uninteresting. Only the graphics is good. Do not waste your money. It is just getting destroyed out there. And you can take a look at the breakdown. 2,300 positive reviews, 196 mixed, and 5,500 negative. Now, have some of these negative reviews probably not played the game? Yes, absolutely. I'm sure it is getting reviewed bombed by people who are watching it, who have watched the leaks, who have watched everything. Will it get positively review bombed as well? Yes, it will. That is how these things work. To act as though the only time a game gets bombed is in a negative way is insane. There are, I guarantee you, fake positive reviews on this as well. This tells you how people actually feel about this game. They hate it. They hate what they have done. You can see some people, right? Confession to this subreddit. You people were right. Talking about The Last of Us Part 2 subreddit. I have to admit, I didn't want to believe the game was really that bad even after reading about it. But of course, after seeing it, he realized that everyone trying to warn him was right the entire time. Same thing right here. I just can't anymore. I tried. I defended the game. The developers defended Druckmann. No, sorry, Cuckman. I gave it my best shot. Played with an open mind, but this company just did not care. It was an insult to fans. I wanted to go, before we get to the reactions, and we will get to The Last of Us Part 2 Joel death scene reactions, let's look at some of what the people behind The Last of Us Part 2 are saying. Shannon Woodward. Shannon Woodward, who is the, moves, talks exactly like Dina, The Last of Us Part 2. Did motion capture and did the voiceover for Dina, who is Ellie's girlfriend and ends up in a relationship with Ellie and leaves her at the end after she refuses to kill Abby. It's an absolute stupid situation, but she is in The Last of Us Part 2. She plays Dina. A lot of very upset bots afoot today. Bots, yes. Upset bots. That's right, because everyone who disagrees with you is a bot. Anyone who doesn't like this game for valid reasons is a bot. You elitist pukes are disgusting. And who replies? All of the bots. Laura Bailey. Who is Laura Bailey, you ask? Well, Laura Bailey is the actress that did the voice of Abby. She is Abby, the one who massacres and kills Joel, the one who shoots Tommy's eye out, the one who nearly murders Dina, the one who bites off 2 of Abby's fingers or of Ellie's fingers and refuses to, and it ends up not being killed by Ellie at the end of all this. The entire game is for nothing. Check out the video I did yesterday about the ending where we talk all about it. All for nothing. Disgusting. Let's take a look, though, at some of these people who weren't ready, who were not ready for this death scene. Again, you're about to see Joel's death scene, guys, a couple times, so I'm sorry, but we're going to watch it and watch how people are reacting to this.
This bitch, dude.
Joel, get up. Joel, fucking get up. Please stop. Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up.
I mean, it is brutal. I mean, and they do show brains on the golf club. Like it is brutal, right? It is absolutely brutal. I wanted to go to this one. This guy, XQC, played like 17 straight hours to get everyone all the way through the game. Streamed it for 17 straight hours. I think he finished it and did reactions to it just so everyone else didn't have to.
This just feels like almost like Naruto, you know? It's like if at episode 160, some new character come out of the blue in one episode for the first 4 minutes and killed Sasuke with a fucking slingshot pebble. That's kind of how this feels.
F Naughty Dog, bro. Like, seriously, like, what the F, man? How you gotta kill a beloved character like that, man?
And then, of course, the character that looks exactly like Neil Druckmann spitting on Joel and calling him a pendejo. Mike Godlin, he says F Naughty Dog. And I agree. Mike, you should buy one of my shirts, Mike. You should tell everybody.
F Naughty Dog, bro. Like, seriously, like, what the F, man? How you gotta kill a beloved character like that, man? I get it, it's for the shock value, but it's just...
That's all this is for shock value. Now, this one doesn't have any faces, just voices.
Oh,
No! Why? What the hell?
Laura?
Fuck!
He's out. Put him against the wall. Joel, fucking get up.
Now, this is someone who loved the game and shilled for the game for years. We'll see what his reaction is. I haven't even seen his part yet.
Please stop.
Yo,
Please don't shoot.
this is so sad.
Joel, please get up.
Fuck, yo. His brain's on the fucking golf club.
Fucking kill you.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. And when you realize, the face when you realize that you've been shilling for this game, that you've been so excited for this game, that you've been promoting this game for forever, and that's what they did. This one is pretty
Please don't
cute.
shoot. Joel, please.
Dude's crying. But look at this
Joel,
girl.
please get up.
She's not ready. People went into this blind. Even though we tried to tell you, we tried to warn you what would happen. And guess what, Naughty Dog? You get what you fucking deserve. This is what you deserve. After tricking people to believe this game was something that it wasn't. You can see the image right here. The way you tried to trick us by switching the model in the trailers with what it was when it was a flashback in the actual game. Neil Druckmann, Naughty Dog, they tried to trick you, and they did trick a lot of people. This game is still going to sell a lot of copies because people that didn't want to hear it, they wanted to cover their ears, they didn't want to listen when we warned you that this was going to be like The Last Jedi, when we warned you that this game was going to be terrible, that it would destroy the characters you love, be completely disrespectful to what happened before. We tried to tell you, you didn't listen. And Naughty Dog is reaping what they have sowed with these reviews. I expect it to continue. We're not going to stop talking about this. I'm sure more actors, like the voice actors for Dina and Abby, will come out and blame the fans for not liking it. I can't wait for that. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.